Good morning everybody, welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. I hope everybody is blessed and has woke up this morning feeling great, because you know what, you woke up another day. So it is what it is, you got to push on here. Today we're diving into XRP, we're looking at the weekly time frame. I did post a video, I think probably sometime last week on XRP, so I think it's a good idea to start catching up here and having a look at what's going on. So potentially right now what we're looking at here, okay, the red lines, these red trend lines are our resistance, okay, resistance moving forward, and these green trend lines are our support. So right now you can see, okay, that XRP has ran up here into resistance, okay, and this resistance was previously support back throughout 2021 and early 2022 in January, okay. So we've ran up to resistance and now we're pulling back looking for support. Equally, we've got this trend line here, okay, from the all-time high. So this is this resistance line that XRP is continuously running into. We did just run, sorry about that, we did just run shy of it recently when we came up to this 56 cent area, okay, but potentially right now what I'm looking for, I think, is a pullback to these areas of support, because you've coiled up in this double bottom here between two levels of key support for us currently, okay. At this double bottom, the breakout target was met, and right now I think you are looking to sort of retrace. If you lose 41 cent, okay, my next area for support is 0.37, okay, which falls back to the neckline of this double bottom breakout. So you've had this double bottom, lovely double bottom, you've broke out, potentially you're retracing back to that, and equally to this ascending level of support here that you've been putting in since June, okay. So you could be coming up, touching this trend line, you've come up to a higher high, now come back for an ABC, back down to support, back down to the neckline of the double bottom, looking for continuation. Now if that does occur, right, and we do fall back to support here on the weekly to either or of this 41 cents or 37, okay, at this point you could see that, as I've said previously, we would be coiling up, okay. You've got a higher ascending level of support. So the 37 area, the 38 cent area is looking very, very tasty to me right now. Very, very tasty, because you've broken out of this double bottom pattern, okay, on the weekly here. You had this double bottom, we've broke out, and since breaking out of that, we haven't actually back tested the closes. Now the candle closes are, I think they're very important in regards to support and resistance. You know, I don't disregard the wicks, but I normally like to go off the closes, okay. So from here I've gone from the wick and I've come up, and the higher low was off the candle close for me, and now you've come up here, resistance, pulling back, okay, and get a nice wick or a candle close grab down here at 38 cents, and I think you're looking to push up to this level of resistance that we have, okay. We've got this descending level of resistance that we've had since the all-time high, and where we've been crashing from. So we've got resistance above, but the structure right now is looking beautiful. It's all about holding either 41 cents, which is our current support level on the weekly, okay, for the past few weeks. If you start to lose that, then you're looking to come down to this 38 cent area and back test the double bottom for support, okay, and look to get this ascending support bounce off of this this ratio right now. What gives more confluence to this, okay, and why these areas are so important as well, is because if we get a Fibonacci on from this current high, okay, retracing back down to this low on the weekly, you can see that the neckline sort of ties up exactly around the area of resistance, okay, previous resistance to this double bottom. So where you've broken out right now, potentially what you're doing is looking to fall back to the 0.618 on this retracement here, okay, which is just short of my technical target of around 37 cents, and falling back to that for support would be lovely. So guys, this is the area to watch out for, okay, between 37 to 38 cents, and hopefully looking to hold that as support. Currently speaking, we are I'm gonna get rid of all of this right now, guys, okay. I'm just get the fib on. We are bouncing off of the 0.50 currently, I do believe. So ultimately right now, okay, you've had this double bottom, you've broke out, you've met the technical target, okay, you broke out of that double bottom. Right now you're holding support on the 0.50 at 41 cents. But if you do start to come down, you know, put in a lower high and start to come down, I think you are going to look to retrace to this 0.618, okay, which sits at 39 cents, the 0.618, the golden ratio is saying. So do watch out, because I think it would be healthy to have that retracement. I think it would be healthier moving forward, because if you've done something like this and you started just to hold here for a bit and then break out again, you can see that you're starting to go a bit too vertical, and I think that would be unhealthy. You want to see yourself move up in lovely waves, okay. You've had a nice impulsive wave, now a nice corrective wave would be perfect before finding support, looking to attack higher levels of resistance again. And as I've said, if you do start to come down and do land on that 0.618 area, you can see it would tie up with this trend line of support where since the June lows. And if you was to come down and put a higher low, all you're continuously doing is putting higher lows in, okay. You've got a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, if you put in a higher low here and find support on the 0618 and tackle out of this high, again, then you've got a higher high. So you're working a lovely bullish structure, creating beautiful waveforms up. And so right now things aren't looking too bad. Ultimately, we are looking for a pullback. Key points to consider here. Okay, the 050 is 41 cents. If you do start to see this support lost, ultimately your next point of contact is the double bottom support line. So we're looking for that 39 to 38 cent area. And if you do start to lose that, I do think it would look very negative for XRP, because you'd be coming down doing something like this. Okay, and if you lose this support line and lose this 0618 at the golden ratio, potentially you're retracing back to this 1 fib at 31 cents, which would be very negative. So we want to find support on this double bottom that we broke out of. If you don't, and you start closing below that and the 0618 and this trend line of ascending support, it's very negative moving forward, and you could be looking to retrace, and this is all just one big sort of reversal wave back down to 31 cents. But right now the data isn't telling us. We're looking to hold ascending support, and we're working beautifully. So if you start to come up and then come back for a nice ABC or something here and bounce off of that, it's lovely. Okay, it's lovely until it's not. What you've also got here, guys, on the weekly time frame is you've got this 20 and 55 EMA squeeze. You can see that these EMAs are starting to draw together. Okay, and as this 20 is creeping up, the price is being dragged up with it. Okay, so this is another sort of indicator that you can use. If you start to see the close below the weekly 20, do look for that pullback back down to, I think, that 38 cent area and the double bottom neckline. Okay, because this would indicate that you're losing a bit of momentum. And when you start to see a close below that, on the weekly, okay, that's just an indicator potentially you're looking to retrace a bit further. So right now, I don't think it would be too unhealthy to have some sort of a little bit of a pump here, but I think a lower high than this high. And if you was to do something like that and hold that up, you could see that you'd sort of be coiling up in this descending triangle, which would give you a target roughly back down to these sort of areas where you could get a nice little cheeky grab, a higher ascending level of support if you did come down to that target, and this is where you start to come up and retest these local highs at 56 cents. So it's not looking too unhealthy, I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, so you just got to get these trend lines in and just watch out for these trend lines. If you start to see XRP do something like this here and it starts to come up and break this resistance and this previous and the local high here at 56 cents with previous support back in 2021, if you start to see XRP hold this 41 cents and break out, absolutely amazing. Okay, amazing. And you're gonna get this continuation and this nice big impulsive move like XRP does, okay, within the weekly time frames. It would be lovely to see that. Okay, but I don't think it would be a bad shout to either come back to one of these support lines. Okay, if you lose 41, look for 37, 38 area, the neckline. Okay, if you start to lose that, then you know you're coming back down to test these local lows here. Okay, so do get these support lines and these resistance trend lines in, okay, because these are our key support and resistance areas moving forward. For me personally though, if you do see XRP start to come down something like this and it starts to retrace here and break out of this trend line, okay, and hold that as support and then attack this, we do have strong resistance above us. But if you start to see this 56 cents taken out, I think you're going to retrace back up to that 92 cent area. Now, what would give some confluence to that is if this is our current low, okay, and we're holding this and we're retracing back up to 56 cents. For me, you're looking at a 67 cent XRP and you'd be breaking out of this resistance, okay, you're breaking out of this resistance and you'd be breaking out of this resistance if this low holds, okay, so this is going from this low, retracing back up to the 56 cents where you're coiling up like this. If you hold that and look to break out and start tackling above 50 and the golden ratio, then these are your long target, okay, up here at the 0618 is 67. Equally, if you was to fall back to this 37 cent area, for example, so if XRP did something like this, okay, where it started to come up, it coiled up like this and actually lost it and fell back to this area, we go from that point of contact, okay, and we got a fib on. So the greater retrace, basically, the greater the impulsive pace. If you was to start retracing back up to the all-time, this local high at 56 cents from this neckline, if we fell back to it for support, you can see that 71 cents would be a target for me to meet at 1618 and so on and so forth. So, you know, we do have upside targets, but we've got very key resistance in front of us we need to break. Okay, we have to tackle out of these two trend lines, this horizontal one and this descending one. Okay, we have to tackle out of those resistances to see any more, I think, ferocious upside. You know, right now we could potentially just sideways coil up here, hold and consolidate for a little bit on this 41 cent area. If we do something like this and just hold, you know, maybe just a cheeky grab down to that 38 cents. To be honest, guys, I think this is a key area for support. We haven't back tested it and it just looks like it wants to head there. So it could provide, it really could provide a great opportunity moving forward for XRP if that retracement was to come. Personally, not financial advice, but I'd be swooping up on this basically this double bottom retest, looking to hold support. You'd still have this ascending support on the weekly. All you'd need for a longer confirmation is a tackle out of this trend line and a tackle out of resistance, taking out this local 56 cent high. So that's basically my update for you today, guys. Okay, if you do start to see this level of support lost, okay, 41 cents, for me, I'm going short down to the 0618 and this neckline. of which again I would be adding more to my bags. If not, if we hold this 41 cents and do just consolidate in this sort of range for a bit, hold support, if you start to take out of this trend line, I do believe you could be looking at starting to fireworks and retrace it back up to this local high at 56 cents, tackle that, okay, and then you're basically starting to retrace to these other local highs of higher resistance, aren't you? So yeah, guys, I hope everyone enjoyed the content today. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. From Chart Nerd TA, take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace out.